I got Gonzalo with us, aka G. Dude, it's so good to see you again. We were just talking before we hit the recording, and it's been a minute since we've seen each other in person, but you've been blowing it up recently. So, been loving seeing your activity in the group, and excited to ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah. Let's go ahead, Luke. Let's do this. I'm probably as excited as you. I'm more excited.
Good, dude. I love it. Well, first question is what were you going through that made you join Axiom?
Okay, so when I first I was part of the Kingdom group. Probably had been there for I don't know a couple months maybe, and then Axiom was brought up, and I was trying to work on doing wholesale deals because that's I had my full time job. And when I joined the Kingdom was so that I could learn wholesaling, and then the plan is to eventually leave the job and start doing real estate.
Yeah.
Well, a couple months in after I was in the Kingdom, Axiom opened up,
Yeah.
and I saw it was strictly wholesaling, working alongside with Todd, and I was like, okay, good. I joined Axiom, and it was just it was an investment because.
Sure.
At the time, it was a lot of money because I didn't have it, but I took a risk. I joined Axiom, and it was that's what made me join the group. And then when I joined it, I mean it was revolutionary. It was hard. I gave up one time. I went through this through the cycle through the course,
Yeah.
and when I reached the end. I gave up because I don't want to say it was hard, but I mean it was hard.
Sure.
But
There's a
I,
lot. It's very action. It's very action heavy. There's a lot of action that has to be taken.
it starts out soft, gentle mindset, which is fun. You start being aware about things, and then towards the end, when you start seeing the leads coming in, you start noticing that you missed this step, so now you got to go back and restart all over again. And after I was a couple months in, I was like, okay, like the problem is not Axiom that I gave up. The problem was me because I was too scared to talk to sellers. I didn't have enough. I didn't even have buyers. I had a couple buyers, which Axiom is strong in this, but gosh, like I didn't have that relationship. So
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I gave up. So go back to I stepped back for about a year, but that's how the beginning was with Axiom.
Yeah. 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 And then you got re-engaged. And what problems did Axiom solve for you?
Um, well, the main problem that I think that it was two things. Number one is that Axiom, I joined wanting to make a couple wholesale deals because I had a small credit card debt, about 15-20,000.
Yeah.
I wanted, I was like, okay, I'll make 2 or 3 deals, and I wiped that out, and I'm good. So the problem was that Axiom doesn't teach you how to do 2 or 3 business deals. They teach you how to run a sophisticated business. I was Then that goes to the second point. I was not the person that could run a business. I had too much going on. My mind wasn't clear. I was unfocused. Todd is big on being focused. I was trying to do too many things, and things were just sliding off of me. And that's what I realized. That's why I took the step back, because I realized, I'm not the person I need to be to run this the business that I want to set up. I want to set up something where I'm making $100,000 a month, yet I can't even manage my $1,000 paycheck.
I know exactly what you mean. Been there before.
Yeah, so that was the two things that Axiom helped me out with was create a business, and then me get out of my way and become the person that I need to be. And that was the hard part, the changes, because it literally changes your DNA if you want to improve. You don't have to, but if you want to see the results.
It's very true. And you just recently left your job.
Yeah,
Right.
about 2 months
Right.
ago. Yeah. Yeah,
Congrats.
about 2 months ago. It was thanks, man. I mean, it was a little scary. It
Yeah.
was exciting, but I mean, it's changes that came with me changing,
Yeah.
and I reached to the point where my business needed me more than
Mhm.
my job. I had
Yeah.
too much going on in my business. I had to send paperwork, make phone calls, and lawyers are waiting for something, and I'm at work.
Exactly. So
So
now
I had to just make
this
the
is your
leap.
full time. You're full time on the wholesaling now,
Yeah, full time wholesaling. Yeah, yep.
dude. That's
And
freaking
and
fantastic.
and you know something real exciting too, Luke,
Yes. Tell me, G.
is that I'm gonna be moving to Mexico in 3 weeks, and I'm gonna be doing this from Mexico.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Holy cow. So it's all going to be virtual.
Yeah, yeah. Since I started my business, I was starting it where it could be done virtually, basically in any city. But I'm in Charlotte. This is my playground. Maybe eventually I'll move to other cities, but I gotta. Right now, I'm focused in Charlotte.
Yeah. Yeah. That's huge. That's huge. Well, I got one last question for you, and then I'll let you go. But my last question for you is what advice would you give someone who's on the fence about Axiom?
I guess, gosh, I guess it would be like either do it or don't. Don't dibble dabble and think like, maybe Axiom is gonna help me. It Axiom will help you.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, are you ready for it? And if you can make that investment towards yourself, and you're ready to put it on the table for you, then join. But if you think Axiom is going to do it for you, yeah, you're probably better off
You got to do the
not
work.
doing it.
You got to
Yeah,
put in the effort. You have to be committed.
absolutely. Yeah.
Well, gee, I am so excited for you. When I saw, like I mentioned, when I saw that you had posted that you left your job and that now you're full time into this, it's just super cool to see where you're at, dude. And now moving to Mexico, so I appreciate you taking the time to speak on your experience with Axiom a little bit, and looking forward to doing another one of these down the road when we're like million plus mark. That'll feel
Yeah,
fun.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
The day I do $1 million in business, Luke, I'm gonna set up an appointment to
Let's do it, dude. Let's do it.
yeah.
I can't
that's
wait.
that's gonna be the next scale. Yep.
That's right. That's sweet, dude. I love it. Well, G, I love you. Thanks for taking the time, brother. We'll talk to you soon.